Yo guys, Police900 here. Going to be doing a video about 5 PS2 games that I think should get a PS4 remaster. Or remake, whichever you want to call it. So, this is no way a top 5, it is just a list of games that I feel deserve to get a remaster / remake. And before I actually start this, I am going to tag a couple YouTubers who I want to also do this video. And I think it'll just be kind of fun. So, one, BioPhoenix, of course. Definitely want you to do this. I think you could come up with some awesome games. I already feel like I already know one of them that you would choose, but I will not say it. And the other, the other YouTuber I want to tag is Black Metal Gamer. I think you can also come up with some awesome awesome PS2 games that should definitely get a remake. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all's videos. Hopefully you guys can find the time to do this, and let's just get started. Skarlet. Skarlet is a game about a kid who kind of stumbles upon this experimentation going on in the basement of some person's house. Well, he walks in and kind of all heck breaks loose because he gets teleported to this other world, and he's no longer a boy. He is a, I guess technically a wizard. Yeah, lizard. So you're teleported to this new world where you have to actually get all of, I can't remember what you have to actually get to be able to get back to the human world in your human form. Like, I can't remember if it was like baby dragon eggs or lizard eggs or something. I can't remember if that was like the plot or if that was just one of those collectible things. I can't remember that exactly. But there are awesome forms or different forms you can take in this game. Like you can teleport into a like this little creature where you can roll around as a ball. I think there's like a flying creature as well. I think there's like 4 or 5 transformations. They're actually very awesome looking. I'm going to look through the book just really quick just to see if I can find what they look like. I would love for you guys to actually see them. Oh, here they are. Transformations. Bakudan. Right here. He's the one that rolls around the ball. Croc. He's like the little bird. Zoom. Oh, like a... I'm not really sure what to call this one. I don't really know about that. Frizzard. I can't remember what some of these do, but I think that one was actually my favorite. And then there's Swoom, who is obviously a swimming transformation. And I think that's pretty much every one of them. Oh, actually it shows you what all of them do, which is awesome. Okay, yeah, the actually the collectible and the goal is to get the lizard eggs because it will help less mutations happen and less just everything. So yeah, I think Skarlet definitely deserves a PS4 remaster, and I don't know, it's just one of those really good games. Something probably overlooked by a lot, maybe something not seen, but I myself, I really enjoyed it. Next game is something that a lot of people have. Pretty much everyone knows about the series probably and know about the game, but it's something very obvious, and that is Disgaea 2 Cursed Memories. I haven't actually seen a remake of this game at all. I've seen a PSP port, but other than that there has been nothing. Well, I can't say nothing because NIS did post that they were bringing it to Steam in January or something like that. But I want a console release. I want a PS4 remaster of this awesome game. Like, this is probably in my opinion, it's probably the best Disgaea game in the whole series because it's so Okay, the other Disgaea games are kind of like wacky, funny shit, but Disgaea 2, it's had like wacky, crazy moment stuff, but it also had like this seriousness to it because everyone has been turned into a demon except your character, and you have to you're trying to summon the demon lord to fight him, and when you summon him you accidentally summon his daughter, who then you take somewhat captive. You're not really keeping her captive, really. I mean, you're being, polite to her and whatnot, but over the game you casually see this relationship build up between them, and it's just, I really enjoy the game. I think it's an awesome Disgaea game. I think it's one of the best ones, and actually talking about it is making me want to play it, so I should probably stop doing that. But anywho, the Haunted Mansion. Now, this is definitely it's definitely one of those games I don't think everyone really enjoyed or really got, because obviously the Haunted Mansion was a Disney game and it's also a Disney movie, and the game is different from the movie. You wander into the mansion, you're trapped there, of course. You have a lantern. You get some sort of power down the road. I can't remember what it is, but honestly, it's very dark and very. To be honest, I can somewhat, in a sense, classify it as a horror game because it does have all the elements there, and it is a very spooky game. It's rather creepy and eerie, and it fits all the categories. But let's say like a loose horror game. It's nothing like let's say something like Outlast or I don't know why I'm pausing so much. I love horror games. Why am I pausing? Nothing like Dead Space or Outlast or, well, heck, I don't know why I can't think of horror games now. I have so many of them. Well, Fatal Frame, of course, but it's nothing like that level, I think. But it has that really dark, gritty atmosphere that I really enjoy. Magic Pen Gel: The Quest for Color. Now, if you don't know about this game, you're probably wondering what the heck is it? What are you? I don't know. You probably just look at it and wonder why. Well, the game is actually all about, well, what it says, the quest for color. The town is made up of, all this vibrant colors and life and all this stuff. And then, you're slowly getting to the point where things are turning gray and losing their color and et cetera, et cetera. Well, you have the power to actually draw doodles. And your doodles actually fight. So you can draw a ball with some eyes and whatnot, and then you can use it fight. And as you progress through the story, you are able to add more stuff like spikes, arms, legs, eyeballs, nose, wings, etc., etc. And the game is just so, I really love that because you have free control over the game. You have free control over, what you make, what it looks like, names, colors, and the colors actually have different properties. Like using blue increases magic, red for attack, I think green for health, kind of obvious in a sense ways, certain colors make a lot of sense with what they're matched with. But, it's very awesome because if you want a high attack monster, use red. If you want something like green or a high HP, use green, and so forth and so on. So obviously you have to kind of think about what you're doing whenever you are drawing these doodles. I really enjoy that because I think the game is, honestly, I think the game is underrated. There is a sequel to this game that I cannot remember the name of. I do not have it. I wish I did, but I think it's fairly expensive as well. But I do want to get it someday. Sorry, I do not remember the name. You can literally probably Google Magic Pen Gel Quest for Color sequel, and you'll probably just get that off the bat. So, and the last game I want to talk about is an RPG that I don't know, I just really enjoyed, and that is Shining Force EXA. I heard that it can get rather expensive depending on where you are, and that is a sad thing because the game is great, but understandable. Shining Force is a series that started back on the, I think the Dreamcast it was. Pretty sure it's the Dreamcast. Maybe not. Genesis. It's on the Genesis. Genesis. It was a strategy RPG, and it kind of evolved from strategy RPG to a kind of like free roam RPG. But it's a very awesome free roam RPG. Like, you can just grind levels and whatnot. But the whole story behind it is you're looking for the Shining Force, which is, I can't remember exactly. I think it was like a tome, but you find it as what's her name? Toma, yeah. You find it as Toma, and it like embeds itself into his arm. So obviously he's carrying it around with him. But you have these, you have all these like cool characters that you kind of just meet. Like, there's funny situations where these two magicians actually, are being chased by a boar, and you save them, and they end up joining you. Well, on that other note, I just happened to think about this because I definitely need to talk about this. You have this girl named Surreal, who is her, and you can switch back and forth playing with these two. And it's a very awesome thing because Toma uses sword-based attacks. So obviously, you can get different swords, you can get different armor form, etc. And then Surreal, you have the options of magic or a crossbow, which is awesome itself because you have two different options. But she is more of a long-range attacker, so therefore you have to kind of plan who you're taking with her, etc., because you want someone who's definitely going to be able to back her up. Well, and I'll tell you this now, there's a point in the story where you can't use Toma, because I was mostly using Toma and not her. Well, then I got stuck using her, and she was like 30 levels below him, and almost 40 levels, actually. So then, obviously that put me in a really bad spot, because that would require a lot of training, and it was just a whole big hoopla. So, just a warning with that. But, I definitely think it deserves a remaster on the PS4. It would be a beautiful, beautiful game to have on the PS4, because it was actually a really nice looking game on the PS2. I can only imagine what it would look like on the PS4. So yeah, anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video I did. I thought it was just, I don't know, something fun to do, something fun to talk about and get into. And, if I didn't tag you and you watch this, definitely, make up a list, do it, post a video, link me to it. I love to watch this stuff. I think it'd be cool to get your guys' ideas too. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share my video. It does help me out as a small YouTuber, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.